live.
Okay, cool.
You ask me, don't let me when I'm ready. Got a masterpiece. Last release. So I got my face trying to get my master see it. Mm.
This guy's. All right, you ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Go ahead and kill that.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's not showing live on there. It's still saying hold on or something.
On what, Instagram?
Yeah.
You want me to check your Instagram?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Let's see what's going on Instagram. Instagram
Oh, no,
always
it's up.
it says live.
All right, cool. All right. You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend, and with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Call Girl Six, better known as Fox.
Hey y'all.
What's going on, baby?
Yo ho ho in a bottle of rum. That's where we at.
Easy on the rum, dear. Little mama, easy on the rum. We're gonna
That's
take it
where we
easy.
are.
I'm on the road to recovery, sobriety and shit. Trying to
Oh
do
yeah.
better.
Oh yeah.
Nah, not really. Not really. This shit gonna crash and burn.
How y'all doing today? Today is everybody's Christmas day and stuff.
Yep, everybody in there. Everybody that had all the Yule time cheer and the whole nine.
Yuletide caroling.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Do
it's-
people even
I
Christmas
was
carol
just about
anymore?
to say that. I was just about to say
was-
that. I was about to ask that same question. Like, do you guys even sing Christmas carols? I know when we used to celebrate Christmas, it was we used to just sing everything that was popping up, like on the box and Video Soul and all that. We would just do kind of like karaoke, basically.
Yeah.
That was always dope. Yeah.
So
It
I
was just
mean,
the
so
whole
like
family,
if
everybody, if Boys
so
to Man
like
was playing,
LL Cool J is
hey,
hard
as
as hell.
hell. Yes, all that. Boys to Man, we used to all line up, my uncles, everybody. It was
do
dope.
that shit then.
Yeah. So
I
maybe that's
don't
what
know.
people do. I don't know. If y'all do, that's dope.
I
My
mean-
family used to do that.
I mean, that's dope. If y'all got something, go ahead and tell us with like some of y'all holiday cheer, because you know I don't. Neither one of us. So obviously, if y'all don't know me and Fox, we don't celebrate holidays, but we don't celebrate most holidays that most people celebrate. We ain't really about to get into all your politics and crush your dreams. We don't really care. We're just happy that people decide not to be assholes for a day or two.
Yeah.
Like, we'll take it.
That's great.
We'll take whatever make
That's
it,
great,
whatever make
guys.
y'all decide to be better.
Be
Hey,
better.
Whatever.
All for it.
We all for it. We all for people not being
All for it.
assholes. So that's all good. So what's some things we're gonna get into today? None of this has anything to do with Christmas, except for one thing I did want to say about Christmas. Skip all that. You ever seen that movie Krampus or whatever it was?
No.
It's like I forgot what.
I feel like I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not quite.
I think it's Krampus. I might be butchering. It just popped in my head, but it was like it's about basically like once in a while Santa just say like y'all ain't shit, fuck y'all, and then his like evil. I don't know if it's like an evil alter ego, or if it's an evil like it's the pro, like, you know what I mean, the antagonist to it or something like that. Like, you know what I mean, you got God and the devil, everything else, but he come in and he just be slaughtering people.
No, I haven't You talking about the scary movie with Santa? It was only one that
Yeah.
I know of.
The only one I can think of is Krampus.
Okay, well I don't know what it was called, but it
think
was a horror movie with
Krampus,
Santa.
something. But he was just like
Bad
coming.
Santa
He was
or
just coming
something.
by and like knocking people off, right?
I don't remember 'cause I never watched. I thought it was gonna be tacky.
It probably was.
So I was like, certain thing
wasn't
about
that
horror
good.
movies, it gotta hit the right way
Yeah.
in order for me to watch it.
The biggest thing for me about horror movies is don't show me the monster. That's like my number one go-to
Yeah.
rule. Don't show me the monster, because there's no way that somebody who doesn't know me is going to show me something more scary than what my subconscious is going to show me.
Yeah, with your imagination.
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
my imagination is showing me some shit. Because, like, for instance, let's say I'm afraid of spiders and you're afraid of snakes. Well, when we think of this huge monster that's killing it, yours might be a serpent, mine is some type of spider. And then you show me a 3-foot doll and name it Chucky. I'm not scared of that. I'm punting his little ass somewhere, right? Like, get him out of here.
Don't show me that.
Nah,
I agree with that.
I ain't even beat for none of that. But what we got, baby?
So, we've been talking a lot and, just our own experiences and relationship wise and everything. And so you get frustrated with me a lot because I'm special.
Yeah. real fucking special.
I'm special, okay? So, you get frustrated with me a lot and you think it's just so hard to please women. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that.
I don't think it's hard to please women. It's hard to keep a woman from finding something to fuss about. Y'all still be pleased overall. Like, it's kind of like the State of the Union type thing where it's like, overall, life is good. But y'all gonna find something to be like, I don't want his head to get too big. Let him think he doing it too big.
Let me just
list.
say that you gotta keep people down to earth. Okay, you're flying a little bit too high. Keep your ass right where you at.
Well, let me burn with the sun then. Let me burn with the sun.
No, because you get beside yourself and everything, thinking, oh, I got this on lock, and then next thing you know, you're effing up.
Is that how it go?
That's how it goes most of the time with people. So we just got to keep y'all in it. Yeah, you're doing good. All right now. Bring it back.
All right. So my thing with this is like, so my homeboy really where it stemmed from why I brought this up was my homeboy hit me up, and I'm gonna leave it kind of vague or whatever, but just in case, you know what I'm saying, I would hate for him to be watching a podcast with his old lady and then wind up getting thumped because he confided in a homie. But he did bring it up for
who it is so I can flick their ear.
Nope, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is host client privilege, you know what I'm saying? It's like talking to your attorney or the chaplain or something. You know what I mean? But he was just talking about like, yo, women are hard to please, and I really think that a lot of times it just comes to the same thing. Like, women think men are complicated, and we think we're really not complicated. Women, y'all say y'all not complicated, but it's like, y'all know y'all got some shit with y'all, so it's kind of like the downplay. We ain't that complicated, right, girl? Wink, wink. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's no wink. Like, we're not that complicated at all.
This is crazy that I didn't wear a ball cap for this podcast because several caps are being worn right now. Would you say that? Several cap.
Whatever.
Yeah, Captain Planet over here.
That's
Captain
not true.
America.
Ladies, y'all already in the chat because I see you. So it's not. We're not hard to please. Like, all we want are just a few minor things.
Okay. So if you could speak, you put on your I'm Every Woman in there, Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So Captain Marvel, tell us, the men, what women want.
So the majority of the women is going to tell you that we need consistency. Okay. Let me just go ahead. Okay, girl. Okay. Yes, all that. So we need consistency.
I'm sorry. I was trying to cut my neck with my thumb.
We need consistency, honesty. Okay. Those are the two major.
What kind of honesty y'all want?
I like my honest.
Brutal?
Medium rare.
It's so brutal. So you want brutal honesty. So when you ask me something, you don't want me to be like, hey, baby, it's this, that, and third. You want me to just hit you with the, you know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I prefer the because,
prefer the I'm not going to say it here, but it's been some times where I done slipped and said something that was like, it's something that you said about yourself, and I done said it, and then you just like, don't ever say that about me again, ever. Well,
it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate you saying it or want you to say it.
That means you don't want me to say it again. Words mean something.
I just don't want to hear it again.
If
That's
you
the difference.
appreciate something, do you appreciate that big ass ring on your finger?
I do.
Would you like more jewelry?
I do.
That's what
but
people do when they appreciate something. They want more of it. Obviously, you ain't appreciate
I
that shit
don't
because
want
you
more
don't want
of
it
that
again.
comment. However, we can do other other comments. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, there's no cap on that. There's no cap on that. That's for real.
All right, so this
we
is
want honesty. We do want
this is
that.
one of the things that I find amazing, right? Is when we talk about consistency, do you think that if you was to just take all the women you know, let's take you out of it because you're perfect. So let's deal with the other women in the
You know
world who aren't
what?
perfect.
I would have chopped you a little bit, but we on national TV, so I'm not gonna do it.
You was gonna catch a DV in here. You was gonna catch a domestic violence charge in here because you wanted to prove a point and bust me in my shit. That's what we doing on Christmas.
Crumma.
On Crim, ain't no criminal. That's how you feel. But so do you feel as though that women are really good at showing consistency?
I think, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, crazy every day.
I would say
Every
so.
day, crazy.
It depends on what area you're talking
Nah,
about.
see, here go now. See, this is what I mean about now.
I
Now
think
there's
when
nuance.
when it comes to being in a relationship, we're talking about other things around the home or something like that, or dealing with other people. Probably not, but us in a relationship, I think I show consistency. You don't
Yeah.
think so? Or when you're first dating somebody, I think women show more consistency than men.
When you first date, yeah, because y'all give us y'all representative. Y'all representative be real consistent until y'all get comfortable, and then it's like, bro. Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Let me scratch your butt on my titty right quick. Before it's like, you'll never even hear me pass gas, never even
poot.
and then
I
it's
don't
like,
poot.
get comfortable. Hey, babe, get the spray. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, not to say that none of that shit bothers me because it's like it's natural, right? But I think the unrealistic thing is that sometimes we catch ourselves, and men and women, we catch ourselves in a situation where we decide to be like, we decide to say like, we have these expectations from each other, and then we think we're doing something, but we don't realize we're speaking a different language to the other person. Because it's like you're doing stuff as a woman and thinking like, this is what I would want if I was a man. Oh yeah, tell me more about your dick, Fox. Tell me more. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more about life as a man. You know what I mean? Because that's like me. Like, I don't know exactly. Like, I could assume what women want, but a lot of times I don't make a whole lot of assumptions. I'm like, man, I might have to take 2 weeks off from work fucking around with you. Let me get my mask out the bedroom. But yeah, so it's like you make this one. So I think a lot of times women will be thinking like, well, I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that. I'm a good woman. Men, we don't find out what you don't never hear a lot of men saying like, oh, I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. The men who say they're good men, either A, got told by enough women, or B, they just hurt. Like it'd be a hurt dude. I'm a good man. I don't know why they treat me like this. Because you're dressed like a hobo and you're built like a bag of clothes, sir. That's why they treat you that way. But, ma'am, you all right?
I don't know.
Your eyes starting to match your hair and your dress.
The water, right?
Mm-hmm. Just the way I like them.
Oh my god.
But
I'm done.
no, don't ever say that. You ain't never done with me. You done breathing? You done living? Had a good life? Oh, all right. But so we get into that. So I think a lot of times when it comes down to hard to please, is like one. I think women be having like some crazy desires as far as a man. Like initially meeting a man with a woman. If you told a woman to build her dream man and told a man to build his dream woman, and every attribute cost $1, dudes would be out of there in less than $10. Women, that shit might be 4 figures.
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry, I got a call.
Well, Fox ain't gonna make it through the rest of this podcast. So what y'all want to talk about in the chat? Because Fox obviously ain't gonna make it.
I need to get my life together. Let's do a little pause.
No, we ain't doing no pause. We live. Everybody about to sit here and find out that you are the reason that I'm gonna have COVID.
What variant of COVID I have?
You know what I mean? That new Zulu variant.
God.
But yeah, so I think because it's like, think about this. Like for instance, I think it's crazy. Like when women say like, "Oh, women don't like being objectified," and then women objectify the hell out of men. Like you
like
don't
why
say
you wearing these gray sweatpants right now?
because gray sweatpants matter.
They do matter.
Just
They
like y'all say, little
absolutely
booties matter, everything
Little
matter.
booties do matter.
Well, guess what? Gray sweatpants matter.
You
You out
out
here
here
with
go out there, go out in the middle of the street wearing them gray sweatpants like a whore.
Like a fucking hooey. No. But let's just say this. Like, so for instance, when a man says something about height, how many times do you hear height requirements from men?
I don't hear that often.
How many times you hear height requirements from women?
They need to be at least
They be on
6
that.
feet tall.
They be on that 6'6" shit. Like you gotta be at least 6
shoulders.
feet tall, 6-figure money, 6-pack, and it's
That's
like.
not every woman though. So,
But it's always. I'm just saying, like when you don't hear that as much from men, and
Mm-hmm.
we're the ones who are so shallow. We're the ones who are like, oh, we just want to objectify this thing and own it and do this and that. And women, territorial as hell. They're I need
I agree with territorial.
women to be on some shit. Oh, I want a man that's 6'9". How tall are you? 5'2". Why do you
What
need
do
a
you-
power forward? Like, why do you need a power forward? Do you just want to breathe, live in his belly button? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, dude got to be in great shape. Okay, cool. And then as soon as the dude turn around and say one thing like, oh, I like my girl to have a fat ass. Well, women don't care what you want.
That's not
A
true.
dude could be on some shit. Hey, I like women with natural hair.
No, you
oh
don't.
yeah, da 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 da.
No, you don't.
Who don't like men with a woman with natural hair?
I know you like women with natural hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not talking about you because you perfect. Okay, so what we are going to talk about are the other men out there in the world, right? So basically, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at this comment that came up and said, bro, I'm happy as long as the house ain't on fire when I get home. Facts.
Hey,
And
say
so
what you want.
the only time, that's hey, look, that's all I got. Long as the house ain't on fire when I get home, I'ma shut
Y'all
up.
say, okay, you don't want no woman you want a woman with natural hair, but the ones that attract you though are the ones that's wearing all the glory weaves.
So,
and
and
stuff.
this is where we put
Okay.
nuance to it. No, this is where we put nuance to it. You cannot look like James Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can be up to like, oh, you want a woman natural? But then you can't come out there looking like Buster Douglas and be like, well, I'm natural.
Bird's nest.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come out there with the bird's nest, this and that, da da da. Now, granted, it's just like being, I want somebody natural, but I also want somebody who looks good natural. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't like being natural doesn't give you a free pass to be ugly.
Yeah.
Like you just can't
No,
be
you
like,
gotta take care of yourself.
yeah, it's
you know.
like, oh, well,
a lot of us
I'm natural.
women do take care of ourselves, but we do
Yeah.
have some, just like
And
men
some-
too. Some men.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But it's something. But dudes, we damn near always got to be natural. Like what we're gonna do? Dude, come out there with makeup. Think about all the things that y'all could do to enhance beauty. Because men, we fake,
we do.
we fake security and like
Oh,
protection.
y'all
and
coming
stuff.
up now? Hold up.
Oh yeah, I know. We started to come up with the
Y'all
lace
coming
front
up.
weaves,
Y'all getting all.
the lace front beards,
Don't
and
even do
all
it.
that stuff. But guess what?
Don't even
And guess
do
what?
it.
And if you look in those comment section, who is the ones in there rocking old boy boots in the comment? Women up here like, damn, you just man. If my man beard was to come off at the table, so it's like if y'all wig was to come up at the table, we just supposed to grab it like it's a Scully and just
Help me keep it
You know what I'm
on.
saying? But if I had a lace front beard, my shit start peeling.
What I look
Now
like?
you
I'm
embarrassed.
Babe, pass the mashed potatoes. Like that's what we about to do.
All right, but I'm just saying like that's most people's getting thrashed in the comments by the women. So it's like beards, like when dudes grow beards, they're like, oh, I like a man with beard. Well, guess what? All of us can't grow I can't grow Rick Ross beard. Oh, man. That's what it'll look like when this patchy shit right here don't grow in. This is why this stay nice and smooth. Like, because I be sitting here patches O'Houlihan and then it be like, oh, your beard don't connect. And it's like, but you ain't got no edges. But you ain't got no lashes. You got a 27-piece wig on in 2021.
I'm just a firm believer in if you don't have the room to talk about anybody, don't do it.
No, because the funniest
don't
people is like, I'm
it.
gonna tell you right now, on Dead Homies, I know I'm medium handsome, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I got jokes to go. Cause can't nobody clown me worse than I can clown myself. I know all my insecurities. I clown myself way worse than anybody, but. So it ain't none of that shit gonna bother me, but it's ridiculous. Like that standard, like man, we supposed to be tall, broad shoulders. We supposed to be broad. And if a woman could be 300 pounds, but like I need a real man to handle me. No, you need a power lifter.
So
You are
stupid.
300 pounds. Like no,
But that's one of the things too. I mean, you talking about I need her to be in shape, this and that, whatever the case is.
y'all like that too.
Some just decent shape.
But what I'm just saying, dudes a lot of times talking about decent shit. We ain't talking about supermodels.
Well, say that then.
If we said that, guess what? It still don't matter. Be like, well, I ain't this and that. I ain't blah, 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 blah. You built like a wisdom tooth, mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's over here. Nah, you know, ain't nobody else complain. Because we are the ones who have to go after women. So we're just going to accept it. What the homie say? He said, I learned my lesson about going for looks a long time ago. excuse me, a trip to the hospital and some therapy later, she could look like Jaja Brinks. But if she can pay her bills and hold down a job and show a bit of respect, that's the way I go. And that's what we learn as dudes to go with. And I think of both sexes, we probably learn to settle.
He could just do this.
Yeah, it's like to just settle. To just settle.
Don't live with your mama. Okay?
Yeah, it's up here like, have your own place, have your own.
Is it your place? Then your mom need to come stay with you. Then that's different.
Yeah, that's something. Who name on the lease or the mortgage or the deed or something? Like, yeah, I get that. So I think like when you get, I know most dudes who got a little bit of experience. We go for the thing. You don't fuck with tens. You don't fuck with tens because tens usually don't have any personality. Like tens usually have trash personalities. They narcissistic as hell. And it might be the same for women too, I'd imagine. That you deal with a dude, you find a dude who's beautiful. You look at him, he's like, oh my God, beautiful. That dude probably ain't that funny.
Let me tell you what my mama, Miss Pat, okay? That's my mom. Everybody gonna call her Miss Pat. Miss Pat told me, you stay away from them fine ass men. Cause they ain't nothing but
go
the
get
devil.
You medium handsome, baby. I go to work.
They ain't nothing but a devil. And of course I had to learn my lesson a few times about that. But she's right. She's absolutely
That's why you went and
right.
got you. That's when you went and got you something nice and medium handsome.
Put your beard back.
Put my lace front beard back on. Is somebody gonna be listening to this in
right.
audio and be wondering like, I gotta go watch the video that this dude got on a lace front beard. But yeah, so so it's like when you deal with tens, I feel like people almost like created characters on video games and stuff like that. Like you only get so many attribute points, so it's kind of like, all right, yeah, you want to be 6'6", you want to be 250, 2% body fat, dick like a fire hose. Waves all thick and 360 wavy, thicker than gravy.
Horse on the red.
You know what I'm saying? You want all of that. You want the crazy stroke game. You want the tornado tongue. Guess what I'm gonna be doing? Fucking your friends. Like that. That's what comes with all of that. Fucking your friends. That's why everybody got to settle because ain't nobody perfect. Like and people don't like the idea. Like, oh, I gotta settle. No, everybody settles. Because that perfect person, when you just think you drop that perfect person.
Perfect person.
No, it ain't no perfect person. It's just a person that you're willing to say, you know what? You meet the major wickets. I'm willing to ride this shit to the wheels fall off with you.
Yeah, he perfect on paper. Somebody, oh goodness, this a young lady I was talking to, and I was going through her posts or whatever, looking through some of the stuff that she had wrote when we was talking about it, and something she had wrote was, women, you ask for this type of man that can take care of the whole house, 6 figures. He's an earner. Oh, he's fine as hell. He this, he that. He got all this stuff going on. But then you're not looking at the flip side of that. So this man has all this going on, and then you think that, right. It was like, and then you think that you are going to be the only one that he's going to be loving forever or be piping forever.
Yo, keep it a buck.
Like, no, that comes with other things.
Yeah,
so
keep it a buck. That's what Kevin Samuels been really saying when it's like, you want all of this stuff, cool. You entitled to want what you want. But everything comes at a cost. And it's like, do you make enough for that cost? Mm-hmm. It's just like old boy said in the chat. You ain't gonna buy a Lambo to go 6 miles to and from work. Get yourself a nice, reliable, cheap and cheerful Honda Civic. He wildin'.
Cheap and cheerful. Civic.
Hey, bro.
Hey, this is your old lady. I'm just saying.
I hope your old lady don't read the chat.
If she reading
like,
this,
I'm a Honda Civic.
Right. Thank you.
I'm a Honda Civic. No, she ain't gonna be in the chat. Whoever that is, he gotta be smarter than that. He in there. But yo, so when you deal with that, you gotta think all the stuff that come with it, right? Like it's the same way with dudes would be like, damn, I want to mess with this girl, that girl, and it's like, why would she want to mess with you? Because you got a way, really, like, and that's one of the problems is like I think dudes a lot of times will realistically look at ourselves and understand like, hey, I'm not that guy. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not that guy that's gonna walk in the room and be like, damn, that's the most handsome man I ever seen. I'm not that guy. I'm a decent looking dude. Like I said, medium handsome.
We really don't want to face ourselves.
Women,
like
everybody attend.
The harsh realities of like what you really got going on with yourself.
Yeah, what's really cooking? And it's like, oh no, well I got this going on and that going on and blah 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 blah. And then you start marking up a whole bunch of stuff. And I think the best way that people could probably think of it is the way a car is. It's like if I want a car and I'm gonna put like, yo, I want a fully loaded Denali 3500, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. And then you could be a Lamborghini. But you are not what I want. So you can't tell me to value a Lamborghini when I got a boat and a trailer and everything,
Got a bony backyard.
got a boat in the backyard. You know, when I got a boat, trailer, and all of this stuff to tow, I don't need no Lamborghini. I can't tow that with no Lambo. I need a truck. What he say in the chat? Even Bill Gates couldn't be with the one person knowing he would have to give up billions if he got a divorce. That's another hard side of it with that divorce shit. Like, get a divorce and it's like you get left with, a lot of times dudes historically have got left with the bills. Like dudes getting screwed over in divorce is kind of the same way that women historically have gotten screwed over with the children.
Children, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like, granted, there's exceptions to every, it's not a rule, right? Like there's exceptions. But the norm, if you said who's about to get screwed in this divorce, pretty good chance it's the man. You know what I'm saying?
The woman gonna have to be stuck with the kids.
Yeah, and if it was if one of the parents is getting screwed over the kids, yeah,
said kids.
You know what I mean? So be it. But I think it's yeah, people just had this unrealistic views. Like you gotta know what you gotta realistically assess your sexual market value. Like and that's something that Kevin Samuel said that I will agree with. It's like you really gotta assess what it is. It's like why. Because you have to assess what that person can get. Like if you looked at yourself as a car on a lot and you like, yo, I'm a RAV4. Bill Gates is not about to come pick up the RAV4.
No, he ain't gonna get no RAV4.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Bill Gates might just for show. But you know what I'm saying? But realistically, it's like, not even Bill Gates, but it's like when you go after a rapper, you're over like, oh, I want to get this rapper. This rapper can get all of these beautiful looking cars. You're not coming for the Civic. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, vice versa with a woman. The woman got all these options of these earners, these big earners, very attractive men and this and that. And it's like, why all of a sudden is you kicking cups on the side of the podcast, Fox? And no, but he got all of these options to pick. It's like, why would she pick you? Why would they pick you? And then that, I think that's also where you get like dudes and you get these dudes who incels who like, women are this and that, da 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 da. Why don't they like me? It's like, because you're not you're not attractive. Like they're not just gonna like you based off of what you think you bring to them. Well, I'm a nice guy and I'm this and that. It's like, but the package is still trash, dog. Yeah. Like you smell terrible, you dress terrible. It's like you out here wearing Jinko jeans in 2021. That's also 8 sizes too big. Like cut it out.
That also goes too with the people who do have everything. You know, they have everything. Well, portraying or they have enough, okay, and they go and try to talk to whatever young lady, and that's not what's going to be interesting to her, right? You have some women that like, well, I'll take whatever just as long as I'm living in that kind of house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have those kind of women. You know, those kind of women.
But then those are the dudes who wind up finding out that she a gold digger, then they want to cry about that.
Like, she ain't no good.
But it's the same thing with women when they over here, like we talked about the story before, when you was young lusting after a man or something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like you look at him and be like, damn, he look good. Damn, he got this and that going on. Blah, 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 blah. And then you can get treated like trash, just like old girl across the street. That's what come with it. And then you know what? Dudes will go and mess with, because whatever you portray is probably what you're going to attract. Like if all you portray as a woman is all you portray is your body, like ain't nothing dope about you. It's just, I got ass, titties, and face. What's happening?
Right.
Okay, well, guess what? If I show up to the buffet, I showed up for ass, titties, and face. You know what I'm saying? Just like if I'm a dude and all I do is portray, I'm a billionaire. I got crazy cash. Well, you didn't get to learn all that stuff about me, so you came for the cash. Like, you showed up for the buffet to get money, like, to live a certain life and everything like that. So if you portray that and you live that life and you do all that, you can't be mad at, like, oh, well, that's all they wanted from you. That's all you offered. Like, I don't go to the Japanese place and be like, damn, why they ain't have fried chicken or something at the Japanese place? No, I went to the Japanese place for Japanese food. I went to the Thai place for Thai food.
Nowadays, it's very difficult to show someone else a different side of you or a different attribute that you may have because everybody is so caught up on whatever images of what's supposed to be, right? And so then you have these online things and everybody's perpetrating the lifestyle and only show their glory moments. But, you know, I think it's hard to come together or to meet someone and show them this because it's just like that 30-second interview, right? You're in the elevator, you got to do your pitch, right? And it's hard to really, even when you meet someone in the grocery store, it's hard to really like, hey, how will this person know or how much I have to offer or what I can offer to be my best self for this person in like a few seconds. So that's difficult. That's difficult for anybody to do, but people have to be more open.
I'm not sure as much as, I do agree it is difficult, but some of that is as difficult and some of that is you ain't supposed to be for everybody. Like the problem is that people want everybody to know how dope they are. Some of the best qualities about you ain't for everybody to find out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? To find out that you like this dope ass, deep ass person or something like that, that's not for everybody to find out. That's for the people that you're really interested in and you get the chance to. So a lot of times, when we're sitting here and we're trying to like basically sell ourselves, for lack of better words.
That's what it is.
Right. Like we're trying to sell ourselves. But the thing is like we're trying to sell ourselves, and then you just got to understand it's certain things about you that are going to reduce the amount of fish in the pond. For instance, like, oh, I got four, be up to like, oh, I got 5 baby mamas and 6 kids by 5 baby mamas. Now, if I'm open, honest, and upfront about that from the get-go, that is going to reduce how many fish are in the pond. However, the fish that are in the pond are the fish that are actually for me. Yeah. Because if I don't portray and I try to hide this stuff and I try to do this and that, that's when you get burnt in relationship after relationship and be like, oh, well, you know, men ain't shit, women ain't shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say, then you have that, you know, women ain't shit.
Yeah, you out here with the bitter dude and the bitter bit syndrome and all this and that because you went and like withheld information or portrayed something that you're not, and eventually you got to get back to being you. And then it's like, oh, people should just accept me for me. Well, you should have sold just you and understand that you're not for everybody. When you try to be for everybody going to realize you ain't shit. And that does come down to like with social media, because everybody's selling their best life. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's not so much that I sell my best life, because you know social media, I'm throwing up memes 90% of the time. The rest of the time is gun shit, podcast shit, or I put a picture of us up, the kids, or something like that. But one thing about it, I don't think social media is for like what people got to realize is like I am a grown man. No time in my life have I hit rock bottom and been sitting there like, damn, everything's jacked up, this and that. I've never had the urge to grab my phone and say, you know what, I'm gonna go live and cry. Like,
yeah, that's
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
sometimes people do a bit much, but I do understand, you know, you do understand that it's for the attention seeking for different areas.
Yeah, it's attention seeking.
Yeah, so sometimes some people need people, they don't have anybody. And so I understand.
Yeah, they need people, but what you got to understand.
That'll pacify it for that time being.
Yeah, but what you got to understand, if you're being open and honest, you're just not for everybody. Everyone's an acquired taste. If you try to be, it's up here, like, you got to think about this. Do you want to be like a high level meal or something like that where everybody's not going to come eat at that restaurant? People can't afford to. People don't have the emotional
some people
currency.
hors d'oeuvres,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people was out. Yeah, some people was out here and they French fries and wings. Some people was filet mignon and stuff like that. So it's like even if you escargot, it's like you snails. It's like everybody might not eat snails, but the person who knows what escargot is, they're like, hey, I value that escargot. Me, myself, I'm going to look and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to understand, yeah, do you want all of this fake attention? And that's what people want. They want a whole bunch of fake attention from 10,000 people instead of getting real attention from 10 people. So the 2 comments we got here, even Jeff Bezos' girl had a wandering eye. She lusted over Leonardo DiCaprio. All his billions couldn't buy loyalty.
Because Leonardo, he's a good-looking man. Let's just
Leonardo.
get that.
Leonardo got a nice hit list. He got a hit list. You can say what you want, but Leonardo got a nice hit list out there. He clapped cheeks.
So your boo Jeff Bezos is losing his girl to somebody else that you know what, after over here.
That I'm not lusting after him. You know what I mean? I'd be lusting after Jeff Bezos' account. Him and you know, Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Looking real handsome with that bank account. And then what homie said?
Leonardo DiCaprio is a good looking man. Like, I mean, come on, look at Jeff Bezos, like for real.
Yeah,
come on now. He was lucky to get that one, whoever he got.
No, he wasn't lucky. He wasn't lucky. What did you think Jeff Bezos brought to the table? Like, you go on a date with Jeff Bezos. What do you think he's bringing to the table? Like, I got the coldest dad jokes ever. I'm rich.
You rich.
What else I need to develop? I'm rich.
I mean, hopefully he got enough. That's probably why she wants somebody else.
No, what I'm saying is,
he's probably boring. I hope not, though. I hope he's like weird and quirky and fun.
No, I think Elon Musk is one of them cats is like some cats like that maybe, but I think Jeff Bezos is probably exactly what you see. That dude probably corny as hell, the whole nine, and he's just filthy rich. Got another one in the chat that say, you hear a lot more songs about dudes going into something, getting their heart broke or screwed over, rather than having that one lady who, when you get home and she got it locked down because they are going for that Lambo when they can't afford 16 miles a gallon.
So let me stop you there. So that's not going to sell. That's not going to sell. The perfect woman coming home too, that's not going to sell. The heartbreak is what's going to sell. Drama is what's going to sell.
Yeah, that's true.
The feeling is what's going to sell.
Because if you look at like, all right, if you just thought about it and you was like, hey, I need you to put a couple things on social media that's gonna get a whole bunch of hits. No morals involved. You can shoot whatever you want. Sex sells, violence sells, drama sells. It's like all that wholesome shit is like, man, can I get that in 1 minute? Can I get wholesome in 1 minute in a 1 minute clip? No, but I can get world star in a 1 minute clip. You know what I'm saying? And people attention span too short. People don't even allow people time to cook and show them what they have or something like that. It's up like, no, I just want the chicken nuggets. Just give me the chicken nuggets out the microwave. It's like, no, I was gonna prepare this whole meal. I ain't waiting for all that. I want chicken nuggets. And then what we got, Megan Goose. Oh, Megan. No, I had the mouse arrow, but I'm like, Megan Goose. Who the hell is that?
Excuse my bad. Okay.
Yeah, Megan Good married a preacher. You can't get someone any more devoted to God and marriage, and she still filed for a divorce. I mean, with that,
he filed for the divorce, but
I don't know who filed for divorce. But the other thing about it is too is like just because dude the preacher don't mean he worth a damn.
Right, come on,
we
y'all
know.
should know that already.
We know.
Them preachers, some
you know what I'm saying? Because you got the homie who we was just talking about last podcast.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, Joel Osteen. He out there. Yeah, he a pastor, preacher, whatever you want to say. He got money in the walls like he a big time dope boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't never know, all that don't make people pious. And I think the hardest thing about that is once you get
make you stay in a relationship either.
Yeah, and money and power really exposes who a person is. Like I think money and power expose you to a certain person, and it corrupts you to a certain extent because it's like you ain't supposed to have when you get access to too much shit and too many choices is gonna corrupt you, and then you wind up with something that they taught us in the leadership class. We heard of it before, but they re-emphasized it in the leadership class we did, where they talked about Bathsheba syndrome. Hey, you know about Bathsheba in the Bible. Yeah, with King David. King David went and sent the old man off the water. Hey, make sure he go die so I can go knock his wife down. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like when you get that type of power and stuff, you feel like it's absolute. I mean, I could do what I want. So don't tell me what I can and cannot do. I do what I want around here. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And women are just difficult. So to sum all that up, no, I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say that women are difficult. I'm gonna just say that we speak two different languages. So it's just that communication winds up being difficult. And unrealistic expectations make things difficult between
both parties,
men and women, right? Yeah, so it's kind of like when we not vocalizing or doing this and that or having a conversation or coming from a place to try to understand things. Instead, we coming from a place to like, I'm right.
Who's right?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right, and I want to be right. Or defensive, or being defensive where we just not in receive mode to listen or do any of that is going to cause some issues.
Communication is so important. Lord knows.
And understanding is as well, comprehension.
Yeah.
Because communication, all the communication in the world. Don't mean we had a case of that today where we spent. We spent an hour and a half of me communicating the same thing over and over again to you until. I just keep saying it. Keeps it fire. I don't even want to talk about it no more. No, babe, we got to keep talking about. Okay, and I'll say it again. Say it again. And then I don't even know if I should put you on blast about how you got it.
I don't care. Like, so
I made the analogy of our situation that we was talking about. There's some shit about egg rolls, and then boom, light came on because I'm like, you remember how when we left the place last night, you just wanted an egg roll with the avocado in it from that place we had brunch at, and she like, oh, and it's like. And I went to go use the bathroom, and I'm like, goddamn, egg rolls is what I need to communicate to the woman that I love, to the woman that I done put this goddamn ring on and everything else. It's like, this is how I got to communicate. I love with food. So it's like, now I'm just have to be, I like it. Yeah, no, now I'm going to have to be at the table and shit like that. Like, I'm going to start cooking in the kitchen. Like, baby, you ready to talk? All right, see, so I'm going to put the garlic in here, right? The garlic represents what we doing in our relationship. Now, the onion powder, this represents too. But see, if I put too much of the onion powder in, you see how I ruin it, right? So think of this seasoning as love. If I, like, and now you got, see, you got high blood pressure because I give you too much love. Ain't no such thing as too much love. But see, think of it as season. Now this is what we gotta do for our relationship.
Listen, whatever works,
by any means necessary.
By any means necessary. All right. It works. All
right, Fox X.
No.
Fox X in the building. All right, baby, you got it.
Don't you ever call me X ever again.
Fox Shabazz.
Thank you.
She's like, I'll never be your ex.
That's right. Ain't doing that.
What else we got? I think we beat that horse enough.
Yeah, I think we did. What y'all thinking in there?
Everybody think they special.
I see a lot of men talking right now. Like, what's up, ladies? Y'all just
still figuring out what they want.
Don't do that to us. Don't do that. Y'all gonna sit here and let him talk all this while y'all just in the chat, just being floating around in there?
Float around in that chat. Good job, ladies.
You know what? I can't even defend you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can't defend you anymore.
What was the other one? They want to get
We're
in.
talking about people who, when you start businesses and things like that, or you're trying to start up, and everybody needs that little push sometimes, right? We need a little push and a little direction, a little, and you go and ask your people for some guidance or something. How did you get started? How did you? How
People,
did you?
yeah.
What did you do? And it's always this. Oh, it was a lot.
It was a lot. So what's the a lot?
What?
Give me the
A
Reader's
lot.
Digest version. Can I get a summary?
And me, I'm gonna ask direct questions. Like, what do you mean a lot? A lot of what?
Yeah, you got to go to some classes and go to some schools. So what schools did you go to?
Right.
Well, I went to some schools here and there, this and that. Here and where?
I took
Where's there?
classes and paid this amount of money.
How
and,
much?
What classes? So I think that, when you're starting up, everybody feels scared. These people who already have these businesses, I don't know if you feel scared that you're going to lose clientele to these newcomers that's coming in to getting their businesses started. What's the problem with that?
I think that it come down to the scarcity complex where people just done dealt without for so long and they want to blow up so fast. It's like, I want to go from
Monopoly. You ain't going to be the man with
but
top
you know what?
hat.
They feel like it ain't enough to go around, right? Like a lot of times I think people feel like it ain't enough to go. They be feeling like it ain't enough to go around. So they had this idea like, oh, well, if I give you all this, what happens if you be better than me? And also people don't have the confidence in their work, right? Like for instance,
I'm going to be better than you.
Yeah, like with me with the gun business, you'll see like a lot of times when we first started the gun business, a lot of people, they saw like I was fairly charismatic. I really knew a lot about guns and stuff.
Right.
People ain't want to just give up that info to me about now. They're like, yeah, man, you just got to get out there, get to the people and this and that, da-da-da-da-da. It's like,
had to find it, didn't
then it's up here like, okay, well, cool. You know what? The fact of the matter is that I know an ass whack about guns.
More than you.
Yeah, and on top of that, I'm a better instructor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once I get this and that, so I understand why the people. So it's like you could have had a chance that we could have worked together because initially we was looking at a lot of people like, oh well, we could work together, we can do this and that, and then you realize like y'all wouldn't even be adding no benefit to us,
right? Because you would be doing everything.
Yeah, because it's like I'm doing the work. It's like
and then we would be doing. It's like what in the world were you and got sabotaged in the process? We ain't gonna talk about that, but anyway.
Yeah. Even with that, and it's like bounce right over that because now it's like we ain't even using a website. It's literally word of mouth. When people hear about it, they're like, hey, they'll be like, oh, I went to a class with Legend. They posted on their social media.
Right.
We ain't even been posting nothing on social media for the gun business. We've been focused on this, but it's like still doing the classes. But every time somebody go through the class, boom, I learned this and that, da da da. I feel comfortable. I'm doing this and that, da. And then what you get? Email come in, text message come in, somebody a DM come in. Hey, I was wondering about this, that, and the third. And the other thing is too, when you be looking at a lot of people, one of the things that's hard about business is learning what your work or your product is worth compared to what people are willing to pay for it. Because there's a range in there where it's like say for instance, right? Like when we'll talk about like I do concealed carry class. So there's dudes that do classes for $40.
Yeah.
But you get what you pay for.
That is true.
And then you got people, and then like my class is higher than that. But guess what? The person that's gonna come in is just like, well, I just want to spend $40 to get my.
Came to the wrong class, baby.
Well, no, you should have even showed up because if you ain't paid, don't show up.
Yeah, but it's like it's more in depth than just you do this, shoot one time, and that's it. No,
yeah, because it's
people walking out.
I look at it like a driver's license, right? Like you get done with my class, I give you a piece of paper that you get to take. Like just for the state of Florida, for instance, I give you a piece of paper. You get to go to the Department of Agriculture. Apply, do this and that, and you get a gun. And I ain't even teach you how to shoot. How crazy would that be? Like, yo, here's a license. You can go drive. But we ain't teach you shit about driving. No restrictions. No nothing. Just hop on the highway.
Here, Georgia. I mean, I don't want to.
First of all, gun laws are unconstitutional.
I'm not talking about gun laws. I'm talking about the drivers.
Oh, yeah.
How they get the kids, like, they get their permits already. Like, who is testing them when they go and get these licenses? They don't do that.
They don't got a driver's?
It's online.
The driving course?
Online, the driver thing. No, they give it to them after a year. Who is sitting in this seat to?
Oh, you said they don't go and do like a driver's test like we did growing up?
No, that's why I was so shocked. I was like, wait, what? So they just let y'all
driving
go
is a
out
privilege.
Here?
Guns are right. Driving is a privilege. Let's just say let's look at some constitutional shit right here. Driving is a privilege. Guns are a right.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's wild as hell. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like you give people. Like you give people this type of skill and stuff like that. But that's the thing. But anyway, back to the business. It's like that's what you go through a business. People don't want to give you that information. People want to be the gatekeepers of information. And it also, especially when you don't have an abundance of skill or you don't have the drive to be better. Like for instance, if I give somebody some free game and I see them getting better, it's like, oh, well, let me revamp my shit and, you know what I mean, let me go and sharpen my steel and get better.
Yeah,
well, a lot of
definitely
people want to be
motivates
the
you to do 'em.
gatekeepers because it's like, well, I always hold importance. And that's like the same thing at jobs and everything else, even with like coworkers and stuff like that. Like you have a lot of people, you be like, hey, you know, somebody's supposed to be training you. It's like, they'll train you good enough to make them look okay, but not to the point where you can replace them because of job security.
Nah,
but
I
that
don't
all
need to
goes
train
back.
you how to take my job.
Yeah,
That's
but that
what they
all
think
goes
about.
back to the scarcity because that person, because it's like you go work at a fast food place and the dude who been there for 15 years, he don't want to teach you the ins and outs and everything to be a better manager than him. But the fact of the matter is to be a better fry cook than him. The fact of the matter is, though, you shouldn't be just aspiring to be a goddamn fry cook. Step your game up because somebody might be better than you. It's like if I was to become a welder. If I become a welder, I start welding, and then I don't want to teach people the ins and outs of welding because I don't want you to become a better welder than me. I shouldn't be aspiring to just do this. I should either become either I got to get better or I got to move up to a different position that takes me out of that. So however good you are, don't matter to me. It's like, well, cool. Well, I'll manage you. You know what I'm saying? You move yourself up to a management position. People just want to be the gatekeepers. It's just like how music was back in the day where it's like, oh, well, we can't let you out with this because you're going to kill the game. And I got these artists out here that ain't as talented.
Right. But you know, they still do that, though.
But it ain't as easy.
Hold it off for a certain period
It ain't
of
as
time.
easy to do it because now you got like YouTube and everything like that where as an artist or something. Like, just think about this as a podcast. When podcasts first came out, it was like,
this is a podcast.
I'm saying, I don't know how I worded that then. I might have said some wild shit. But like, think about this. So on the podcast, before it would be more of a gatekeeper, we could just get it out and pump it out to our people and this and that. Like when music, the way music was, when we talking about like in the 90s or something, dudes would have to break a record. Like you'd be going up to a radio station trying to get them in there, and then you had to pay some people off and you had to pay to play and do all of this stuff. Now people don't got to do that. They're just going on YouTube, record it, and if they get enough buzz, somebody going to come find them. And now they can leverage, and now as the creatives, which, you know what I mean, the talent behind it, like for our podcast is like, sure, I'm doing the tech stuff and everything else, but we're the talent behind our podcast. We're the ones doing the stuff. It's just like the artists. They're the ones doing it, and now they're getting the leverage to be able to do things. So now these gatekeepers that don't even matter, because realistically, the craziest thing I think they was talking about, I forgot what show they was talking about. That might have been like Comedy Central or something like that. But one of them shows where they like, yo, you got like 50, 60-year-old execs. You got 50, 60-year-old execs telling 33-year-old directors and stuff like that how to garnish the attention of 17, 18-year-old kids.
That's funny.
Or something like that. But think how crazy it is. We would, if you asked us right now, like, how do you entertain a 16-year-old? I don't know. Give them internet. Like that'd be our answer. Give them internet, a cell phone, and take them somewhere. Drop them off with a pocket full of money. I don't know how to entertain them, but it's not my job. And people are out their league, but they want to be gatekeepers. So I think it's the same thing with business. People just want to be gatekeepers. They want to have their importance, and they want to make sure that, like, hey, you can get good, and people always cheer for you, long as you're not gonna be better than them.
Yeah, don't get gooder.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't get gooder than me.
Get gooder than me.
Yeah, so people want to So when people do that, they just don't want that complex. They don't want to give it up. Instead of just being better and doing what they got to do, they don't want to go through that.
Right.
So I mean, that's that in a nutshell.
Yes, sir. What y'all thinking out there in the chats?
I got some can't make this shit up for you.
What you got?
You know the MVP of Uncle Legend's Corner 2021 can't make this shit up. You know who it is.
Florida man.
Florida man. The OG. You know what I mean? He got dethroned last week by Ohio man stealing a bridge and gangsta ass monkeys in India who still out there murking people.
They still
gang
people,
monkeys.
Dogs.
Remember they killed kids too.
Oh yeah, little babies.
They're snatching up kids too. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all didn't catch that, y'all gotta watch the previous episode.
Yeah, boy, the monkeys in India. The monkeys in India is L. If gang primate was a person, right. Boy, I think we named the podcast something like that. Like if you know what I mean. But for can't make this shit up today, we got naked Florida man steals pickup truck from dealership, leads authorities on pursuit.
Naked man.
Naked
Florida man.
Naked Florida man. Florida man got time to put clothes on because it was too early in the goddamn morning. The Florida man ain't had time.
So wait a minute. So
he ain't even stretched though.
Was he in? I was about to say something, but anyway, you know what I was about to say. Anyway, he didn't think he just need to throw on some clothes, robe, anything.
So you think Florida man was sober and thought about this?
He said, "I'm just gonna jump in this car and I'm gonna ride the hell out." Did the temperature drop that night?
I ain't even messing with you.
That's why I think he probably was cold. He probably was like, hell with this.
No, he showed up in the morning. So on the article right here,
it was before 7. So it was cold. You know, it get cold in the morning.
Yeah. So the homie Jeff sent me this one from tacticalshit.com. And it's a naked Florida man stole a pickup truck from a dealership, leading police on a pursuit early Wednesday in Melbourne, according to police. Melbourne police said Richard Blows, whatever, 40, was at a Fiat of Melbourne. So he's at that Fiat dealership. He was before 7 a.m. when an employee saw him standing naked in a paint booth before the man got into a 2021 Ram truck. Blows then backed out of the booth in the pickup truck and drove off from the dealership, police said. The police department says surveillance showed him at the dealership before 5 a.m. wearing only underwear, walking around the business, getting into another car, and sitting on his roof for 30 minutes before stealing the Ram.
Oh, he was on that what?
Yeah, he was on that what you call it. You know what I'm saying? Once police contacted the truck's owner, officers were able to, so I don't know if this was a dealership truck or somebody that worked there, because it was a Fiat dealership, but a dealership could have cars from everywhere.
Yeah, they resell.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it said once they contacted the truck's owner, so I don't know if they're talking about the company or the person, maybe to say, but officers were able to track the truck and located it going north on I-95. The department said an officer in an unmarked vehicle saw the truck driving erratic, quotation marks, and striking a guardrail multiple times.
Oh, he was
Officers said the truck exited Cocoa before authorities were able to stop Blows and take him into custody. He made his first court appearance Thursday. I hope he had clothes on. And he was
I'm sure.
And Brevard County Jail, where he was denied bond. Neighbors on Longbow Road, where the arrest was made, said Blouse had a habit of losing his clothes.
Oh, he always exposed himself.
He out there, out back. He was out on bond on the charge of exposing himself just last month.
The mobile home community.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of that in Brevard County.
A lot of that in Brevard County, yeah.
Oh, Brevard.
They have new houses and everything. They're building up, but it's more.
I hope he had on clean underwear, like my grandmother used to tell me.
Hey, doing something that stupid, he better have.
He better had on some clean underwear. Could you imagine? Like, and I was about to say how embarrassing it is, but obviously, embarrassment was not a factor in any of the shit that this man decided to do. So it's he's been in Brevard County. He says it's Brevard, right? Brevard County jail a total of 12 times in the last 3 years. So he just quarterly appearances.
God.
Quarterly appearances.
He might as well make it his home then. I mean,
they about to fuck around and make it his home.
No, the part that got me was when they said that he has a habit of losing his clothes.
Yeah, losing his clothes.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the only people that's losing clothes are small children when you send them to school, strippers, and young men hustling out of a young lady's window before the parents get there. They said, we want them out the neighborhood because we have young kids and teenagers here. Kenneth Richmond said, we don't need him stripping as he has been. Strippers. So according to the report, Blows told the officers he did not steal a truck, and someone in a red shirt told him to take it. He out here seeing visions.
Wow. What was he on?
Was it you? Was you out there in that red dress you told?
They said shut. And that was a few days ago.
Hey, let me tell you something. He might have said anything when you that damn hot that you out here. I don't know why I just imagine him out there in tighty whities.
That's it. Me
like,
too.
I
with
can't,
white socks.
Yes, yeah. I can't imagine him with boxers on, boxer briefs. Like he ain't out there in no Calvin Klein underwear, no jockeys or nothing. Nah,
I'm thinking tighty whities, white socks, pale pasty legs,
pale pasty, freckles, like the skin tags hair. And shit, shaggy.
That's what I see.
This dude was not kept well to decide like, hey, I'm about to go steal a truck. This and that. He was uncouth, unruly, and unkept.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Police said he's on felony probation already and faces new charges of unoccupied burglary to a structure, unoccupied burglary to a conveyance, grand theft of a motor vehicle, criminal mischief, violation of probation, driving with a suspended license.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. And leaving the scene of the accident with property damage. So
got a lot of stuff going on. He
hey,
gonna keep his clothes on in jail though.
No, he ain't. Them shit's coming off. Them shit's coming. You want to take your clothes off? Let me holler at you. You want to take your clothes?
Everybody want to get everybody.
Hey, lose your clothes. Not in jail. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is probably the guys honest truth about that. When people be saying that, like, oh man, if you go to jail, you gonna get fucked. If you get fucked in county jail, you wanted to get fucked in county jail. Like,
county jail.
You know what I'm saying? Like in county jail, if you getting your ass taken, you wanted that to happen. That was
ass taken.
Yeah, you wanted that to happen. Like it's like you talking about. That's why they call it federal pounding me in the ass prison. Federal.
Oh my God.
Federal is when you in there with somebody that got triple life. Yeah, he might somebody probably gonna try and crack them cheeks. You know what I mean? You talking about federal, but county, you gotta think county. You in there for no more than a year and a day. You telling me you can't stay out another man's ass for a year and a day? Like you in there for
Some
20
people probably can't.
a year and a day.
But
You be in there like a booty warrior. Like booty is more precious than water.
oh my God,
You remember
so
that dude?
stupid.
Booty's more precious than water. I like you and I want you. Come here, Florida man.
What are these people talking about in here?
Oh yeah.
Hey y'all in the chat.
All right, that's the homie Rod right
Does
there.
he just wake up?
Oh, does he just wake up like, God damn, gnomes took my clothes again. I'm going to go get me a free truck.
I mean, that must have been the red he saw then.
Man, you know, he high. You got to be high as giraffe pussy to pull that one off. Like,
Oh my God.
like I'm telling you right now, it ain't nowhere in the world you can say that. It's so the Popo can't lie and say he had a gun.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? Can't say I was strapped.
Mm.
Can't say I was strapped. That's heavy.
right.
That's heavy
That's
thinking
right.
right there. You know what I'm saying? He on the next level shit. That's heavy thinking to be like, hey, y'all, he's got a weapon. No, that's just an erection
I am
player.
butt booty naked.
You know what I'm saying? Butt booty naked. Yo, you know what be killing me about that butt booty naked? You know, in that TikTok video, I mean, it'd be on TikTok a lot, but they play the sound, and it'd be somebody working out, and it's like, and it's two of them. There's one that'd be like, why do you work out? To have great butt naked sex. To look better having sex. And it's like, you don't care about the health benefits? Yeah. Get healthy, live long, have more great butt naked sex.
He like the way he look.
Yeah.
He got a lot of mirrors in
And
his
then it's another
eyes.
one where the dude be like, hey man, I'm just like, hey man, I don't fuck all that fighting my demon shit. I'm out here working out so I can look good when I'm slanging that thing.
Oh my God.
Fighting my demons. Man, I'm going to fight my demons. I might as well look better when I'm slanging that thing. What's happening? All right, so Fox, what else we got? Anything?
No, we done.
Done?
Cause these people,
Ain't nobody be giving us a gun in your head.
Yo,
if y'all in the chat right now, ask unclelegend@gmail.com. Y'all got to send us gun to your heads, or you got to send us. Hold on a minute. I think what's the name?
Or a dad joke.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on now. Okay. Boom. We got to.
Your hand so big I can't see.
Got to cover the screen. Can't have you over here cheating. So you know the homegirl came through.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. So this unfortunately. Now this the sound for dad jokes because ain't nobody gave us no gun to your head.
Y'all need to give us some gun to your heads. Y'all was on point, all these months, and all of a sudden y'all don't fail. Y'all slacking.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So our homegirl Amanda came through. She said, "Did you hear about the Italian chef that died?"
No.
He passed away. You can only live so long.
I like it. I like it. I like it. See that? Man, to be getting it. That's right. That's my girl. Thank you.
She be coming through Old Faithful. I almost forgot that she down like 4 flat tires doing the damn thing.
What was the second half of it?
You
can what?
It said you can only live so long.
You can only live so long.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I might have to make sure she on her job. She got a second one. We might save it just in case we dad joke short.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In case we dad joke short.
I love dad jokes, guys. I love
Fox like dad jokes. I am a dad, so I don't even find them as funny. That's why I guess my dad skills is lacking.
What I used to do to you at work?
I'm so glad I work somewhere different. Fox would call me every day. She'll just call. As soon as I answer the phone.
What do you mean work somewhere different?
Didn't you do that when I? Oh no, this was the same place.
Yeah,
you just don't
just
get no idea.
Different place.
Yeah,
but I still call you.
You should call me. I'm talking about as soon as I answer the phone, I get a whole spill. No, secure line, this and that, da da da. She'll be able to like, bae. So why did it? And I'm
immediately on dad joke time.
Immediately on dad jokes. Like I'm over there scrambling, dealing with
I don't even say hi.
Yeah, dealing with somebody who killed him. So she just hop in there. So why did it? Whatever.
That's hilarious though. I sent you the really good ones. What used to make me mad was that he used to get the jokes though before I could say
because
it.
I am a fucking
genius. But I don't step my game up though. And there was a few you couldn't. Yeah, no, it was a few you couldn't get. See that? So anyway, y'all send those dad jokes in or gun to your head questions. If you don't know what that is, then you need to look back in a few podcasts. So you need to go back and listen and see what the gun to your heads are. Okay, hit us up at askunclelegend@gmail.com. We appreciate you guys. Happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays. Peace. My throat. All right, Fox, we still live.